Okay, so now we're going to talk about plotting the muscle forces from CMC. So first you select the plotter, then I'll open it up, go to the Y quantity, and then you're going to select load file. From there, you'll select the file from what you just created from the CMC. It'll say actuation force, and then whatever your prefix was. So you'll open that up, and that has the forces within it. We'll bring up this pane. From here, you'll select whatever muscles it is that you want to analyze, as well as any other actuators that are given, anything else that produces a force. So we're going to go ahead and select the biceps femoris long head, as well as the rectus femoris, vastus lateralis, and medial gastroc. So we'll say those are the muscles we want to look at. Then click on the X quantity, choose time for the X quantity, that's what we want to plot it against. Click OK, and then go down and click Add. Then all of the different curves will appear corresponding to all of the different muscles, and you can look generally at what the forces are. Here on the left side and down the bottom, you have your different axes. Then here you have the names of the different curves. You can also rename them if you'd like to have a name that you prefer, like hamstrings instead of biceps femoris, or so on and so forth. You can choose the name for each individual line. You can also export the images. You right click export image, select the file name, choose where you want to export it to, and then you'll click save. And then you can look at that graph outside of OpenSim, and just have a file of it. Okay, so here are a couple more thoughts really quickly about some other things you can do with the plotting as far as just changing how things look, mostly with naming things. So if you go to properties, there's a lot more you can do. So first here, with the title show text, or the text part, you can change what the name of this plot is. So for example, say we want to just name it, muscle forces. We'll type that in, and that'll be the new name of it. You can also go over here to plot, and we can modify the name to the axis. So right now we're on the x-axis, and it's time. So say we want to specify that it's in seconds, so we'll select that. Here we can go down and we can adjust the range of that axis. So here this is selected, so that means it just automatically adjusts it to whatever values we have. But if we want to manually set how far it is, then we can uncheck that box and then manually put in the different values for our far left point and our far right point on our graph. You can do a similar thing here in the y-axis. So let's say we want this to be muscle forces in newtons. So that would be the new name of that axis. And then once again, you can go and change the range if you would like to. So those are the basics of how to change the names of some of these things. You'll then click OK, and you'll notice those things are now changed. And so that's a little bit more with plotting.